Hey Lions fans! Coming up with the latest news just for you. I'll keep you well informed on everything, but before we get into this incredible story, hit like and subscribe so you never miss out on the latest Lions news. Okay, so we all know the Lions offense has been on a roll, and it got even better with the emergence of Jameson Williams. This guy came out swinging like Babe Ruth before taking the Seattle Seahawks home. On Monday Night Football, Williams showed why he was worth the 12th overall pick, and boy did he electrify Ford Field in the process. During the Lions' 42-29 win over the Seahawks, Williams only made 2 receptions. But when one of those catches is a 70-yard touchdown, you're in the news. And it's not just what he did that's amazing, it's how he did it. Williams took a passing pattern, turned on the Jets, and left everyone in the dust, barreling into the end zone like he owned the place. Now, here's where it gets even better. Before the snap, Williams could feel it. He was on the sideline with Amon-Ra St. Brown when he turned and confidently said, "I'm about to steal that expletive." That's right, he predicted his own touchdown. And guess what? He delivered. It's one thing to score a long touchdown, it's another to call it beforehand and execute it perfectly. Williams explained to us after the game, "It felt good. It was zero cover, I kind of knew as soon as I broke it that it was going to be there. It was right there, and I just had to finish it. Go, get open, get in the end zone." That's confidence, vision, and pure skill all wrapped up in one explosive package. But this isn't just a one-off. Offensive coordinator Ben Johnson has been watching Williams grow and has been adding more plays that feature him as a primary target. In just 4 games, Williams is already the only receiver in the NFL with 3 receptions of over 50 yards. That's right, no other wideout in the league has been more explosive on deep balls than our man Williams. His speed is lethal, his confidence is sky-high, and his chemistry with Jared Goff is growing every week. With that kind of production, the Lions are taking on a new dimension on offense that makes us even more dangerous. When you think about it, having a playmaker like Williams opens up the field for everyone else, from St. Brown to our tight ends and running backs. The possibilities are endless, and it's clear the coaching staff trusts him to make those big plays. So, Lions fans, I have to ask, what do you think? Is Jameson Williams already our most explosive offensive weapon? Can he keep up that pace all season long? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about one of the architects of our team's success, General Manager Brad Holmes. This is a guy who has been working magic in the front office, and it's time to discuss where he stands with the fan base. Okay, let's get right to it. We recently ran a poll to see what you guys thought of our GM, and the results were pretty revealing. Brad Holmes has been nothing short of a game-changer since joining the Lions. You could even say he's Campbell's partner in crime. While Dan Campbell has been setting the culture, hiring a strong coaching staff, and providing the blueprint for on-field success, it's Holmes who has been providing the pieces needed to execute that vision. Now, let's take a quick look at Holmes' track record thus far. The 2021 draft, his first, was a grand slam. Every player from that class is still on the team today, and more importantly, they're making an impact. From Penei Sewell on the offensive line to Amon-Ra St. Brown catching touchdowns to Derrick Barnes excelling on defense, it's no wonder you're all singing Holmes' praises. But it's not just about getting draft picks right. Holmes has shown he's willing to be aggressive when he sees the right opportunity. Trading up Jameson Williams last season? Bold. Signing defensive back C.J. Gardner-Johnson in free agency? Even bolder. He's built this roster with a balance of young talent and proven veterans, creating what may be the deepest team in franchise history. Of course, no GM is perfect, and Holmes has had his share of missteps. He's been known to take risks on players with injury histories to get them at a discount. Sometimes it's worked out, think Levi Onwuzurike showing flashes after his back issues, but more often than not, it's been a gamble that didn't pay off. The latest example? Marcus Davenport, who came in with high hopes but hasn't been able to stay healthy enough to contribute consistently. And then there's the situation with our receiver depth. After letting Josh Reynolds walk in free agency, some thought Holmes left us feeling weak at the position. But that concern may be easing a bit now that Tim Patrick has stepped in and taken over the role. It's these types of moves, the ones that take time to see their full impact, that really highlight the challenges and responsibilities of a GM. But here's the thing, Lions fans, despite a few bumps in the road, it's clear that Brad Holmes has this team headed in the right direction. The proof is in the results and in the approval polls. When we ran the numbers, the overwhelming majority of you gave Holmes a big thumbs up. Just look at his consistency over the past few years. Each season, his approval rating has either stayed strong or climbed higher, showing that he's not only making good decisions, but also earning the trust of the fans along the way. So, Lions fans, I have to ask, how do you feel about Brad Holmes and the job he's done so far? Do you think he's put us in a position to make a serious run at the Super Bowl this year? What's the best move he's made since taking over as GM? We recently polled fans to see what you think of Holmes, and I have to say the results are pretty remarkable. His approval rating is sky high, which makes sense given the talent he's brought in. His first draft pick of 2021 was a home run. Penei Sewell, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Alan McNeil, Derek Barnes, every pick has become a contributor, and they're all still on the roster, making their presence felt every Sunday. And it's not just the draft picks. Holmes isn't afraid to take risks. Last season's trade to sign Jameson Williams was a big one, and it's starting to pay off as we see Williams take on a bigger role in the offense. Then there was the signing of C.J. Gardner-Johnson in free agency, a defensive move that added toughness and leadership to the secondary. Holmes is always looking for players who can fit what this team stands for: grit, speed, and playmaking ability. Now, no GM gets everything right. Holmes has had his share of gambles that didn't pay off. One of the biggest was Marcus Davenport. After bringing him in despite his injury history, Davenport couldn't stay healthy enough to make a consistent impact. These are risks Holmes is willing to take to build the roster, but they don't always pay off. Another area where Holmes has been criticized has been at wide receiver, especially after Josh Reynolds left. But hey, credit where it's due, the emergence of Tim Patrick has made us feel a lot better about that position group. What really stands out, though, is the confidence that you, the fans, have in Holmes. The approval poll results show that the majority of you believe in his vision and direction for the team. His rating has remained steady or even increased each season, proving that he's not just making good plays, he's also building a strong connection with the fan base. So here's my question to you, Lions fans. What do you think of Brad Holmes as our GM? Do you think he set us up for a deep playoff run this year? What's been his best play since joining the organization? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what you all have to say. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with the latest Lions news. Let's keep the energy up and support our team. Go Lions!